Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Monmouth County. My name is Rose Sadola, and I am co-chair of the Adult Religious Education Committee. I do that with Catherine Eckert. She's my co-chair. My pronouns are she and her. And I wanted to tell you a little bit today about our committee, the Adult Religious Education Committee. Sometimes you'll hear people say ARE or Adult RE. That's us. So you may know us through the Common Read, the book read. That's on a Saturday on Zoom, Saturday mornings so we do that every couple of months. So keep an eye out for that. And just wanted to say, if you maybe were interested in a book and you're interested in the book, maybe you read a little bit, please come. We have a lively conversation, and you will always you'll always leave thinking things a little differently. So come and join us for that. And I wanted to tell you, we started a new program, which is the Watt program, like the light bulb, the Watt program, and it means we are thriving together. This is something that we're meeting in person, and even through the winter, weather permitting, if our building's closed, we'll just automatically go to Zoom. But it's from 12:30 to 2 right now it's the third Thursdays of the month. And so we bring a lunch, and we'll have different topics with discussion. Our aim is to really create opportunities for us UUCMC adults to have more, to be in community as we age, and to share information and practical tips and resources, and share our stories and have fun together. Sometimes we will, later in the year, we might have something just on Zoom, so keep an eye out for those things. We also plan to do trips, and we had one which was really wonderful. Last month was at No Limits Cafe in Middletown, and that was wonderful. We had a great time together. We enjoyed a great lunch there. If you haven't been there, go. And the mission, they gave us a tour and told us about their mission, and we just had a wonderful time of connection. And that's something that's really important, that especially in these times, that we have time and place to connect with one another. So it was one of those wonderful moments. Some of our upcoming programming, so that if there's something you're interested in and maybe you can't make every month, please come to those that you're interested in. In January, on January 15th, here at the Meeting House, we'll have Denise Adanasio will be presenting Downsizing and Decluttering to Live Your Best Life. A good one for January, right? And February will be Ida Murphy. She's doing something called Joy Span, and we'll look at joy through the lifespan. March will be Jan Boyarian. We'll do Words That Ground Us. And April, we're planning a trip. We don't know yet where, so keep an eye out for that. And just know there's no age limit. Any adult can join. If there's a topic you're interested, please come. And let's see. So I will say that you can find us on in the newsletter, in the e-blast, and then sometimes when we're doing something that's coming up, you'll see you'll find it easily, and then other times, if you click on that family ministry link, we'll have a little information there on what's coming up. And I think Sarah is going to come up and has an announcement.
Thanks, Ro. This is a public service announcement. So good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah Stewart. My pronouns are she and her. I help coordinate some of the special events here at UUCMC. I'm here to highlight two special events that are coming up this week, which are the candlelight services on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday on December 24th. The first service, the family candlelight service, is at 4 p.m. It's followed by a reception of milk and cookies. Milk will be provided. More cookies are always welcome. The second, the Lessons and Carols candlelight service is at 8 p.m., followed by a reception of light fare, and mulled cider instead of punch. We are trying something new this year. So the light fare will be, easy to eat things like cookies, crackers and cheese, and fruit and such. We might possibly have some bake sale goods there, possibly, that we had to cancel our bake sale. So donations of the light fare are always welcome as well. So on a more pragmatic note, we could probably use a couple more volunteers to help with setup for the later reception. So if you can help with setup, which would be somewhere between 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Wednesday, find me during coffee hour, or you can email me. And everything I've said, just refer to the e-blast and the order of service, because pretty much everything I said is in there too. So either way, come join us for these special services and receptions. And I'd like to paraphrase the Scottish bard, Robert Burns, that we raised a cup of kindness with this beloved community. So thank you.
Pat to come, a well-lit Pat will be here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Patricia Brennan, and I am in charge of the Mitten Tree. And today is the last day to make donations to the Mitten Tree. This year we have 2 recipients. We have We Are Loved, which is the foster family closet that provides holiday boxes and birthday boxes to the foster kids so that they feel like, they're loved. And then we also have HabCorp. So outside the door, you'll see the Mitten Tree. Lots of people have been very generous donating hats and mittens and scarves. But for We Are Loved, we're asking for gift cards to put in the birthday boxes. And we stocked up on fast food gift cards. I'll be at the gift card table. You all are welcome to come. But in the holiday spirit, I'm making shirts. Anybody want a shirt, please? I can zip this off in no time, so that you can have a holiday spirit wherever you go. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Come see me at the gift card table. Happy holidays.
Whomever you love, however you arrived at this beloved place, you are welcome here. Our mission is to create community, transform ourselves, and transform the world. It's a big mission, right? I draw your attention to the backside of your order of service for announcements and service information for next week. And for those on live stream or for the video viewers, the order of service link is available to you in YouTube service description box, so look for that. After the service, refreshments will be served in the community room, and we welcome all people of all ages. Come and join us. Let's visit with one another. If you are new to us, please check our website, UUCMC.org, where you can sign up to get the latest news of the congregation by email. We look forward to getting to know you better. Please put your devices on silent as we enter into worship together. Welcome again to this place of love and hope.
cradles to play with and lot goods to eat. And while we are singing, the candles are burning low, one for each night to shed us with light, to remind us of days long ago. One for each night to shed us with light, to remind us of days long ago. Sing along if you know it. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are singing, the candles are burning low, one for each night to shed us with light, to remind us of days long ago. One for each night to shed us with light, to remind us of days long ago.
Welcome and good morning. My name is Michelle McKenzie-Creech. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I serve our congregation as the Director of Family Ministry and Faith Development. I'm also your worship leader for today. Our call to worship, is it a little loud? Is it echoing for you? No? Okay. It's just me then. Oh, it is echoing. Okay, maybe if we could just turn my volume down just a hair. Thank you. Our call to worship comes from Hannah Roberts Villeneuve. Hope comes to claim us. In this season of long, cold nights, hope isn't waiting for us to find it. Hope isn't sitting patiently on the sidelines. Hope seeks out the forgotten places, the longest night, the damaged temple, the overcrowded stable, and every corner where tomorrow seems impossible. Hope bursts in uninvited without concern for our carefully crafted plans. Hope shows up as a lamp that keeps burning. Hope shows up as an improbable baby. Hope shows up as the sun returning without ever having left. Hope shows up as tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow, until against all odds we feel the future breaking on the horizon. When we are weary from battle, when empire seems inevitable, and when darkness is growing around us, hope comes to claim us, and we have a chance to say yes. Speaking of saying yes, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that goes on here at UUCMC. And last week, a week from Friday, I think it was, there were some folks here who were decorating the Earth Room. And you didn't get to see it last week because we had a snow day worship on Zoom, an experiment that I'm hearing went well. You can view last week's service in the order of, not in the order of service, in the e-blast. But people were here, they were putting together and preparing our sanctuary, which we call the Earth Room, preparing it with care, carrying, choosing, lifting, decorating, so that we could gather, so that we could be ready. And so I want to invite the members of our holiday decorating team who are here with us today to come forward to light our chalice. If you helped decorate for the holiday season, come on up. And I'll invite you all to just stand up here around the chalice, and then we'll light the chalice at the end of the reading. Our chalice lighting words for the winter solstice come from Sharon Wiley. This solstice day, in honor of ancient traditions that celebrate this time of the longest night, we observe that the flaming chalice holds the elements of the four directions: earth, air, fire, water. The lamp oil for earth, the air that feeds the flame, the fire we light, and the chalice itself, the cup, the symbol of water. We light our chalice and reflect on the light we need to guide us through hard times, the light of our shared faith, the light of loving community, the light of love, joy, and hope. From this flame, we will light all other flames during our service today. And I just want to offer a special thanks to Joe and Allison Donahue for the generous gift of the Christmas tree, and to Steve Rastatter and Allison Mitchell for selecting the tree and picking it up and bringing it here, which Liz, our worship chair, tells me is no small task. And I believe that, because it's a gorgeous tree. And so thank you, Joe and Allison and Steve and Allison, and thank you to the holiday worship team, or decorating team, and the worship team. Thank you, thank you. And now if you will rise in body and or spirit. For our first hymn, Come Sing a Song With Me. The words are on the screens.
And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter dawn. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when all is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter dawn. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter dawn. Come share a dream with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. and I'll bring you orb when orb is all to vow, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter tide.
You all sound beautiful, just beautiful. Our story today is called The Winter Candle. And as you listen to the story and watch the slides on the screen, imagine yourself in different homes in an apartment building. Nana Clover checked her list. Turkey in the oven, potatoes peeled, napkins folded just so, candles? How could she have forgotten? Thanksgiving at 3C Juniper Court without candles? Unheard of. Down she padded 3 flights of stairs to the super Trev to get a candle. He opened the door and handed her a lumpy stick of wax. It's not pretty, but it'll burn. Nana Clover spread pine cones and leaves around the frumpy candle. By the time her Thanksgiving guest arrived, the centerpiece glowed. 2 weeks later, in apartment 2G, there was an uproar. "The Havdalah candle's not here," Nat yelled from the closet. "In the kitchen," Mom sighed. "I forgot to buy a new one." Avi's lip quivered. "But the stars will be out soon." "It's not the end of the world," Grandpa told the Danziger children. "Avi, go ask a neighbor for a candle." Up the stairs Avi went, clattered and rapped on Nana Clover's door, and returned with a bumpy, drooping candle. Avi's brother stared. "That's not the Havdalah candle. It's not braided, and it only has 1 wick." Grandpa agreed. It's not pretty, but a candle is blessed by what it does, not by how it looks. It'll shine. And shine it did as Mom raised it high. Grandpa said the blessing at the end of the Sabbath. Avi held his hand to the light. They'd never had a Havdalah candle burn so brightly. 4 months later, it was 4D's turn for disaster. It's like every holiday, right? You always forget something. 4 months later, "It's broken," Kristen wailed. Liv came running. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles on the St. Lucia crown. And then the 5th candle snapped in 2. "Our cousins will be here any minute," said Kirsten. "How can I be St. Lucia with only 4 candles?" Liv started to cry. "No St. Lucia crown, and no special St. Lucia breakfast." Mom reassured them that they had plenty of time. She sent Kirsten down 2 flights to the Danzigers, and she came back with the funniest looking candle the girls had ever seen. "Everyone will laugh at me," moped Kirsten. But nobody laughed, because as Kirsten carried a teapot and the St. Lucia buns, the funny-looking candle gleamed as brightly as the Star of Bethlehem. Winter came, snow fell, and presents were exchanged. The new year began, and in 5A, it began with calamity. "Jamila's got something in her mouth," Dante hollered, "and I don't think it's food." Dad scooped up the baby, stuck his finger in her mouth. A piece of wax and a string came out. "Oh no," Dante howled. Jamila ate the faith candle for our Kanara. Go and see the Ericksons and see if they have one, Monet suggested. Down the stairs, Dante plodded and knocked on the door. You're lucky. We still have this one, Kirsten said. She handed me the bedraggled little candle. But Dante didn't feel lucky. How could they talk about faith with this sorry thing? And it wasn't even the right color. But when Dad lit the stubby candle, the flame leapt and danced, inviting the other 6 candles to do the same. A few days later, the biggest snowstorm of the season. Snow blanketed the front of the steps and made the drifts on the windowsills. Then, just after nightfall, the electricity went out. Flashlights flickered in a few windows. And in 5B, the newest family at Juniper Court huddled together in the dark. Their clothes were still in suitcases. Their dishes were still in boxes. And Papa was somewhere in the city with a moving truck full of furniture. How will Papa find us? Nazreen asked. The streetlights are out. Papa won't find us, cried Farik. There's too much snow. Of course he will find us, Mama said. Nazreen, go next door and ask the neighbors for a candle. We'll put it in the window to light Papa's way. Next door, Dante scratched his head. I think there's one left from Kwanzaa. He handed it to Nazreen. He returned with a lump of wax that could look like a fairy tale troll. Nazreen's mother lit the candle and set it on the windowsill. How is Papa gonna see one tiny little candle in such a big city? Farouk asked. But as they watched, the flame shimmered and grew. It glittered on the falling snowflakes until the dark street seemed spun with stars. Papa turned a corner and gasped. There in front of him, 5 stories up, shone a warm, welcoming light. He was home. Papa climbed 3 floors, then 4 floors, then 5 floors. Papa's here, Nazreen and Farouk flew down the hall and into their father's arms. Come see our new house, Papa, cried Nazreen. And look, everyone else is coming too. The little apartment filled with neighbors. Deonte's family brought chairs and a folding table. Nana Clover made a bed of blankets for Nazreen and Farouk. Trev brought a small heater. The Erickson girls and their mother made sandwiches, and the Danzigers put a pot of soup to warm on the camping stove. Everyone welcomed Nazreen and Farouk and Mama and Papa to their new home. As the gnarled little candle glowed so brightly in the window, when the electricity finally did come back on, no one even noticed.
Every week in this congregation, we're provided with an opportunity to practice generosity. This is your invitation to contribute to the well-being of our congregation and to our social justice partners through the good works of organizations which receive half of the monies collected each month. And this month, our Share the Plate recipient is HabCorp. Every night, over 600 people in Monmouth and Ocean counties don't have a place to call home. A quarter of them are children. HABCOR is addressing this situation through its programs, including the Rapid Rehousing Program in Ocean County, providing assistance to unhoused families for up to 2 years while promoting independence. For those of you in the Earth Room, the plates will be passed by the ushers, and online a link to our giving page is located in the service description box. You may join this time of generosity via text or send your offering by mail or charge your contribution online with a memo designating an amount to this month's designee. So please give generously. Thank you.
So lately, I've been spending some time with our Crossing Paths group. That's our middle school group. And this year, they've been learning about religious pluralism. They've been exploring different religious traditions, asking big questions, and practicing curiosity instead of certainty. And so far this year, we've learned about paganism and enjoyed a fire down behind Edgewood. And earlier this month, we explored Judaism. A few weeks ago, we visited Monmouth Reformed Temple for their Friday night Shabbat service, where we sat together in a space that was not ours, listening to prayers that weren't familiar, and learning about how other communities mark sacred time. Being alongside our middle schoolers in these experiences has made me reflect on what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist in December. And at Thanksgiving, when I was visiting family members, one of them asked me why we don't speak from the same wisdom source each week. And it's an honest question because so much of religion centers around shared belief. But for us, belief is not the central tenet of Unitarian Universalism. Covenant is. How we walk together, the values that we promise to practice, the way that we seek wisdom from many sources, knowing that no single tradition can hold all truth. So today, I want to tell you a little bit about UU in December. Because in much of the world around us, December comes with a single dominant story about what this season is supposed to mean, what we're supposed to celebrate, how we're supposed to feel, and what we're supposed to believe. But that's not how December arrives at UUCMC. Here, some of us celebrate Christmas as a deeply religious holiday, and others hold it more loosely as a family or cultural tradition. However you celebrate, I hope to see you this Wednesday for Christmas Eve candlelight services at 4 and 8 p.m. It's actually going to be my first 8 p.m. Christmas Eve service at UUCMC or ever. So come join me to see what it's going to be like. Some among us light Hanukkah candles. Others honor the solstice and the earth's turning toward the light. And some of us celebrate none of these things, but still feel the pull of the season, the longing for warmth, light, and connection. If you celebrate something in December, you are welcome here. And if you don't, you are welcome here. Solstice is a scientific word. It's the day when the earth is tilted as far away from the sun as it gets all year. And that makes this the longest night and the shortest day. After tonight, the days will start to get a little bit longer again. Nothing magical happens all at once. The sun doesn't suddenly jump higher in the sky. The light doesn't rush back. It comes slowly, quietly, almost too slowly to notice. And that's why people who have been marking the solstice for thousands of years remind us that even when it feels very dark, the turning has already begun. And that is where hope lives. Earlier, we heard the story of the winter candle. A candle passed from one home to the next. Different traditions, different celebrations, different needs. And what happened each time the candle was shared? It got brighter. It helped people. It went to different houses. The candle wasn't perfect, it wasn't new. It carried the marks of every hand that held it, and yet the light grew stronger as it traveled. The story tells us something important. Hope is not something that we hold all by ourselves. It's something that we share. Hope, in our tradition, is not optimism. It's not pretending that everything is fine. Hope is a practice, something we choose again and again, especially when we're not sure of what comes next. And Solstice understands that kind of hope. The longest night doesn't promise quick answers. It doesn't rush us toward the daylight. It simply tells the truth about where we are, in the dark, at the turning point, in the in-between. Reverend Allison Cornish reminds us that when we talk about hope, we must begin by admitting that we don't know what will happen. The writer Virginia Woolf once said, "The future is dark, which is, on the whole, the best thing the future can be." Dark here doesn't mean scary. It means unknown. Solnit calls this the spaciousness of uncertainty. Now, if you're able, I'd like you to raise your hand if you like knowing exactly what's going to happen. I love it. I love knowing exactly what's going to happen. And most of us do. As humans, uncertainty makes at least some of us anxious. When we don't know what's coming, sometimes we even imagine it's the worst. But the solstice invites another way. Change is inevitable. Uncertainty is unavoidable. And yet these very conditions, transition, instability, not knowing, can become ground for hope. Hope, Solnit reminds us, is not what we expect. Hope is about making room for surprise, for things we cannot yet imagine. That kind of hope doesn't deny the darkness. It learns how to live inside it. And this is where being a Unitarian Universalist in December really matters. We don't gather around one story of light. We gather around a shared table. We bring many stories, many traditions, many ways of understanding the world. I want you to look around you for a moment at the people sitting near you. You don't all believe the same. And yet, here you are sitting together. This is covenant. This is community. This is what practicing hope looks like. In just a moment later in our service, we're going to enter the Litany of Lights, where we'll light the candles on this table. And you'll hear many traditions named, and you'll see many candles lit. Each one is a reminder that hope doesn't come from one flame alone. It comes from many lights gathered together. Like the winter candle passed from hand to hand, our shared light doesn't erase the darkness. It makes it navigatable. It reminds us that we don't do this season alone. May we continue to practice hope, not as something that we wait for, but as something we do together, one light at a time. May it be so. I invite you now into a time of prayer and meditation with our Litany of Lights. In this dawning winter season where luminous darkness is all around, we celebrate a festival of lights. Each tiny flame a prayer for unity of the human spirit around the world. I want to invite our candle lighters up to join me up front. And so as they're gathering, we have slides for each candle. I'll read first. In the bold is the congregation's response. Okay, do we have everything? And Ruby, if you will, for me, we're going to light the flame from the chalice. If you'll take and light that and bring it back to us. We join with pagans in celebrating the ancient Yuletide, with those of all nations and cultures who honor the balance of nature and beauty of the earth and her cycles and seasons. We rejoice in the turning of the year, the solstice, the slow return of the light. We join with Hindus, Sikhs, and Jains around the world to celebrate Diwali, the Festival of Lights. We join with them in honoring a new year and a renewed faith that good will triumph over evil within each individual. We join with Muslims around the world who pray for peace. Like those who fast and practice charity and self-discipline during the month of Ramadan, we too try to be people of loving hearts and helping hands.
Together we light candles of peace.
We join together with Jews throughout the world in their celebration of Hanukkah. We remember those who struggled and still struggle for the right to practice their religion in peace, and we believe in the miracle of light that continues to shine against all odds. Together, we light candles of freedom. Let's try that again. Together, we light candles of freedom. Wait, am I on the wrong one? No. I need a slide changer for this part. Okay. We join with African American siblings who will soon celebrate Kwanzaa. We remember the importance of family, of self-determination, creativity, faith, and working together for the good of all. Together, we light candles of strength. We join with Christians throughout the world in celebrating the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, the blessed baby who would grow to change the world with their wisdom, courage, and love. Together, we light candles of promise. We join with Buddhists around the world who remind us to be lamps unto ourselves. The light within us burns with compassion for self and others. Together, we light candles. As Unitarian Universalist community, we see in the shining faces of our children the world's hope, beauty, innocence, and possibility. For in the words of Sophia Lyon-Faz, each night that a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Together, we light candles of hope, joy, and love. May new beginnings, inner peace, freedom, strength, promise, hope, joy, and love be in our hearts this season. Amen. And thank you. You may be seated. Now, please remain seated for our closing hymn, Dona Nobis Pacem.
Good morning, everyone. We will do this in-round style as it is. This is a lovely one of the oldest rounds. Certainly the text is Dona nobis pacem, which was translated as grant us peace. A modern translation might be give us peace. And it's in 3 parts, just like we normally do, so we can each have a pretty arbitrary split in the room. If your birthday is between January and April, you will start first. And then if your birthday is between May and August, you will start second. And if your birthday is between September and December, you will start third. So I will sing each entrance. Everyone starts from the beginning. It's just when you start. So only the January to April will be first. I'll play it once through. And then normally I like to accompany, but I think this one I'll leave it a cappella and we'll just keep singing it. And I'll be clear when we come to a close. But when we're all layered, you hear everything, these beautiful triads. Just moving downward in such close-knit harmony. So that's why I'd rather the human voice be heard and not the ironed-out, equal-tempered piano. Like I said, I'll play it all once through, and then I'll start.
give us peace. Our benediction comes from Adam Slate. Keep the chalice flame burning. Be kind. Be brave. Be just. Be merciful. Be hopeful. This is how we keep the chalice flame burning until we are together again to light it anew. Amen. Go in peace. I hope to see you Christmas Eve, and if not, on January 4th at the Multigenerational service where we talk about joy.